Social workers have a central role within the local authorities with a duty to promote, support, and safeguard the well-being of all children in need in their area, insofar as is consistent with that duty to promote the upbringing of children by their families by providing a range and a level of service. Hello and welcome. I'm Chris Aniche, the presenter of the legal program on YouTube, the Family Law Nugget. I'll be discussing in this episode a summary of the procedures when the social services are involved or become involved with your children, and when they seek to take what we call protective action to have the children in care. This is what we call care proceedings. It is a situation where the children's services of the local authority have a good reason, or what we call a reasonable grounds, to believe a child is suffering or likely to suffer significant harm in the care of their parents or their caregiver, and they now seek to take protective action. The local authority will apply to the family court for what we call a care order or a supervision order, as the case may be. When a care order is made by the court, it allows the local authority to take a child into care, and they will obtain what we call parental responsibility for the child, and they can determine where the child can live thereafter. Their parental responsibility, which they get, keep them in the driver's seat, where when it comes to making important decisions for the child. Before they obtain a care order, the local authority usually obtains what we call a temporary order called the Interim Care Order. At the start of the care proceedings, the social services will ask the family court, that is after they've made their application, to make what we call a temporary court order called an interim care order. If the court is satisfied or agrees to the local authority, they can in many cases make those temporary order, and the local authority can even request for the child to be put into residential care. Usually care order takes about 26 weeks in most situations, but at times it could extend longer than 26 weeks depending on the complexity of the case. During care proceedings, professionals, including the social worker, the children's guardian, will be trying to understand the reason why the child is suffering or at risk or maybe suffering in the care of the parents. They will also look at what can be done to keep the child or children safe within their parents or within their home or outside of the family home. They will talk to the parents, to the child, and other professionals who are involved with the children. They may also talk to other family members or friends about looking after the child if they cannot safely leave or return back to the family home. Also, things like evidence will be prepared. Evidence like reports, medical reports, school reports, social workers report, even the children's guardian analysis will be prepared for the court in order for the court to make a decision. all those reports will be filed within the court proceedings. And once all this information has been gathered, there will be a court hearing. I'm talking about the final hearing, where the court will have to take into consideration all of this and make a decision. Before a decision is made, the judge will look at this report and listen to everyone involved in the case, including the parents, in some circumstances the child, the parents' solicitor or counsel representing the parents, or even counsel representing the child, the social worker, the children's guardian, who is the voice of the child, and also other experts like psychologists, psychiatrists, etc. And at the end of the hearing, the court will have to decide if this child or children are safe to return back home. If not, the court will make a care order where the local authority will need to find a new home for these children. That home may be with other members of the family, it might be friends, or it might even be a new home like a foster placement or even a children's home. So it depends. A new placement will be fine. The placement with all these persons I have mentioned above may be with an order or no order, depending on what the court thinks is better for the child. So it's always what is in the child's best interest. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of a quick summary of Care Proceedings. I hope you will like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.